I called him out. I want to fight him in his backyard. You know, I want to put the boots to him. I want to beat him down.
I was surprised he called me out. That's a foolish thing to do. You know, and to come to London and want to fight me in front of my fans is a stupid thing to do.
I want to finish Dan Hardy. I want to submit him. I want to knock him out. You know, I'm going to end this fight.
I want to punish him. I want to beat him up. I want to make sure he knows that he doesn't belong in the octagon with me. Landing clean punches on somebody's face, there's no other feeling like it. And you look down and they're asleep on the floor. That's a great feeling.
Carlos Condit, former WEC welterweight champion.
Nice elbow by Condit, and now he's back with knees. Unbelievable!
I put on the kind of fights that fans want to see.
This is Carlos's opportunity. It is all over!
Yeah, I've been doing work.
He's going to step in there thinking that, you know, this is another step in his career and it might be the last one.
Oh, yeah!
I definitely think this could be a history-making fight. That's why I asked for it.
That was a stupid thing to do.
I really feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world. My will to win is second to none.
Carlos Condit has done it! Wow!
Dan Hardy is a tough nut to crack. You can't look past him. He's tough as nails.
This is the first step. I'm going to smash him up, walk through him, ready for the next guy.
Hardy looking to finish!
He has all the pressure on him. He's got to shine in front of his hometown crowd.
He's not going to hurt me with his striking, if he even lands a punch.
Don't take anything for granted when you're fighting me. If you assume that you have an edge here or you're going to dominate me there, you know, you better think again, man.
People don't walk through me. You know, that fight starts and he's going to realize that.
Me and Dan are going to go eyeball to eyeball and see who blinks first.
I think he's written a check with his mouth that his ass can't cash.
I'm coming to your backyard, I'm going to f you up.
Welcome to England, Carlos. I'm going to knock you out, stamp your passport and send you back home.
You want to talk about, on paper, two guys that match up well. Carlos Condit and Dan Hardy. That's about as good as you get.
Fighting style, these two men were separated at birth.
Fighting style, heart, determination, gameness. Both men, incredible desire for victory. Both men can push through pain. Both men have had a lot of experience. Of course, Dan Hardy fought for the title. Carlos Condit was a WEC champion. Carlos, if I had to give him an advantage, I would give him a significant advantage in his submissions. He submitted top guys like Brock Larson, some beasts, Carlos Prater, some really difficult challenges off of his back. He's got a solid chin. He's taken big bombs from guys like Jake Ellenberger. He's had a lot of opportunities in the octagon to test his endurance, to test his fortitude, and he's passed with flying colors. He's had victories, he's had defeats, he's been in there with guys like Martin Kampman. A lot of experience, and a lot of experience in training with guys like John Jones, Rashad Evans, all those guys down at Jackson's camp in New Mexico.
Great hunger for victory, worked through some tough moments against Rory McDonald, coming out with a fight of the night, and the win with 7 seconds left in Vancouver. He wants to jump on Dan Hardy immediately. Condit first fought at age 18 in Juarez, Mexico. He's wrestled since he was 9 years old. First trained at Jackson's gym in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he was born and raised at age 15. And the last welterweight champion in WEC history with 3 title defenses. The natural-born killer, Carlos Condit. Talk about those dream matchups, Joe. This is one of them.
Another thing about Condit is, even though he's had a tremendous amount of experience, he's still relatively young. He's only 26 years old and gets better every time you see him.
Tonight, he faces off against the first Brit to fight for a UFC title, Dan the Outlaw Hardy. as full of personality as anyone really in the UFC today. 23 wins overall. Roared through all the competition early. Fought George St. Pierre for the title. And now for the 4th time in the UK, Dan Hardy fights in the UFC.
Dan Hardy is an excellent striker. He's got very good counter punches and kicks, especially his left hook knockout power. He's got knockout power really in every technique he throws, an ever-improving ground game. And after the GSP fight, he has spent a tremendous amount of time working on improving his wrestling, which obviously was his weakness in that fight against one of the very best wrestlers in the sport, in the champion, George St. Pierre. Got a lot of experience from that fight, learned a lot about himself, and really walked out of that fight 5 rounds against one of the very best fighters in the world with very little damage. He was dominated in that fight, but really didn't get hurt, got through it, got a learning experience from it, and he's going to be a better fighter tonight because of it.
7 months since the fight against GSP, he enters to a band that he idolized as a kid, featured as the backup singer. Dan Hardy very comfortable at home. Dan Hardy loves the matchup tonight against Condit because, as you said, the way they fight, they are truly mirror images of each other.
Yeah, as I said, I would give an advantage in the striking to Hardy on paper at least, and an advantage in the ground on paper at least to natural-born killer Carlos Condit. One of the things that Dan Hardy does very well, Mike, is get under opponent's skin. He's one of the best trash talkers in the game, and he makes a fight very emotional. And we all know what happens when guys get emotional. Sometimes they lose their composure.
Always
He's
entertaining.
smiling and happy.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't an act, man. This dude loves to fight. And he enjoys stirring the pot and getting these guys to lose it in there.
Very well-versed and smart young man from Nottingham here in the UK. Went to Nottingham Trent University, trained in China with the monks. I mean, he's done it all, but what he really wants is to win tonight at home and get right back in title contention. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight is brought to you by Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. The Brit, 28. The American, 26. Condit, 2 inches taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 25 wins, 5 losses, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, 12.1 stone. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WEC welterweight champion, the Natural Born Killer, Carlos Condit. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 23 wins, 7 losses, 1 no contest, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 171 pounds, 12.2 stone, fighting out of Nottingham, England, Dan the Outlaw Hardy! And when the
name said more?
Absolutely not.
Verbally out.
How good is that?
All right, guys, been through the rules in the locker room. You both understand the rules, correct? I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves if you like to. Go back to your corners. Good luck.
Let's do this thing. Dan Hardy embracing this moment. Carlos Condit looking to silence the crowd.
You ready, sir? Are you ready? Let's go fight.
Red trunks, Dan Hardy. Black trunks, Carlos Condit.
Right away, Carlos Condit throwing those leg kicks. Carlos has said that he believes that Dan Hardy thinks that his strength is standing up, but he believes he's better than Dan Hardy standing up.
Hardy answers with a leg kick of his own.
And Carlos Condit is the type of guy that wants to beat you at your own game just to prove a point.
Oh, Hardy delivered that one to the thigh.
That was a powerful leg kick right there. Nice switch kick.
Condit has worked that inside leg kick.
Nice left hook by Dan Hardy.
Hardy loves the hook. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. 23 career wins for Hardy, 25 for Condit. Striking battle early, minute and a half in. Hardy again looks to connect. Big smile on his face after the counter by Condit. Caught him again. Don't forget, 1 week from tonight, Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez, UFC 121. Heavyweight title on the line. Plus, Jake Shields makes his UFC debut against Martin Kampmann. Live only on pay-per-view. Coverage begins with UFC prelims. Check your listings internationally. The two biggest stars here in England in the MMA world, Dan Hardy, Michael Bisping. Hardy's turn now against Condit. Hardy trying to get and find his range. Condit answers. Spun around and nearly connected. Hardy with the second left. Trying to find a home for that jab. They both just ripped through those kicks.
One of the things I'm interested in this fight is what kind of a game plan has Greg Jackson put together for this fight? Because, you know, Condit lands. You know, he's faced Dan Hardy on the other side before with GSP. So very curious to see what they have in mind if this doesn't go their way. So far, though, Carlos Condit is more than hanging in there with him, standing up.
Left hook by Hardy. And that certainly makes this fight much more interesting if Condit can get the better of the stand-up game, or at least, like you said, Joe, stay even in a stand-up war.
Well, right now, Hardy's starting to find his range, and one of the things that Hardy is excellent at is taking advantage of very small openings.
Just over a minute now.
Again with that left hook.
And he timed it off the kick of Condit. Combination. Hardy likes to counter with that left. And there it is. And again.
I like how...
Oh! Absolutely right!
He's out!
And it is all over! Carlos Condit knocks out Dan Hardy!
And we have not seen Carlos Condit throw those kinds of that kind of power in the UFC before. That was amazing!
Unbelievable!
Wow! Dan Hardy wants to get up, but they're trying to keep him down. Let's take a look at it again, Mike. It came out of nowhere. Left hook first, right on the chin. Let's see it again. Oh! They were both throwing. Carlos Condit landed first. Perfectly placed left hook Right hand, left hook behind it. Man, let's see that again. Oh! His was shorter and more accurate. And that was all she wrote. I mean, Carlos has always had good stand-up, but he really hasn't been knocking guys out with one shot before, and Dan Hardy has shown a great chin.
Talks so much of the left hook of Dan Hardy, and it's Condit who uses it in the fight.
Outstanding.
Huge win tonight for Carlos Condit. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, the natural-born killer, Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit by knockout. Here is Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner in spectacular fashion. You know, Dan Hardy is known as a striker, a knockout striker. You came in here and you said you were going to stand with him. You did, and you put him away. How you feeling right now?
I feel great, man. It was awesome to fight for the fans here, you know. Love you guys, even though you're booing me. Dan Hardy's a great competitor. Hats off to him. Much respect.
Now, coming into this fight, was the plan to stand with him for the entire 3 rounds, or did you have another strategy in mind?
Well, I feel comfortable on my feet. You know, if it would have gone to the ground, but I think that I would have probably, you know, done well there too. But, I finished it on the feet this time, so, you know, there you have it.
Well, let's take a look at the big screen and enjoy your handiwork. You guys were both throwing left hooks at the same time. Yours was crisper and more accurate right there on the button.
Yeah, man, that looks good, man. I was worried about his left hand. I know that he's got a lot of power, and we trained quite a bit for that thing, and, you know, there it is.
Well, beautiful performance. Congratulations on coming here, pulling it off in his hometown.
Real quick, congratulations to Kona and Michelle. They're getting married tonight, and, you know, thanks to all my coaches, my fans, and Seeger, my fiance. I love you, baby.
Carlos Condit, ladies and gentlemen.
Great win for Carlos Condit. Here's Joe. He will visit with Dan Hardy.
All right, I'm here with Dan Hardy. Dan, all the love from your fans. It's got to make you feel a little bit better. Tell us what you think went wrong here tonight.
I got punched in the face. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Next time.
Do you think that it's possible that maybe you underestimated his power? Or is it just the fact you just got caught?
Hey, that's why it's a sport, because you can win or lose at any point. You know, you can come with a good shot. I'll go home and watch it and see where I went wrong and learn from it, and I'll be back for you fans next time.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again, my friend. Dan Hardy, ladies and gentlemen.
Very classy in defeat tonight, Dan Hardy. Both men with a bright future here inside the octagon. Huge knockout. Carlos Condit got exactly what he wanted, an opportunity to fight Dan Hardy, and he took full advantage of it.
Man, I mean, he caught Dan Hardy with Dan Hardy's signature move, and he did it in a way that we haven't seen Carlos Condit do before. Carlos Condit has really been known as a guy who's got very good striking, but is more of a submission specialist, wins more of his fights by that than one-shot knockouts, especially on a guy like Dan Hardy, who's known for having a tremendous chin.
Carlos Condit with the knockout. Carlos Condit has been a champion before, the last champion in WEC welterweight history. You know, he came back in the fight against Rory McDonald, and you said it perfectly, Joe. He won tonight using Dan Hardy's strength, and that is the striking game.
And he used superior technique. If you look at the exchange, they're both throwing left hooks. Dan Hardy's is wide, but Carlos Condit's comes in tight, and that's why it lands first.
Dan Hardy said to you afterwards, hey, sometimes you get caught in this game. I've knocked people out. I've been knocked out. I will return bigger and better.
Well, it's certainly part of the game the way Dan Hardy plays it. I mean, Dan Hardy likes to fight wild, likes to get in with guys and bang it out, and his chin has always held up before this. You know, I mean, you make mistakes and you grow and you realize that no one is immune to getting knocked out. The human jaw is not meant to be punched. If you get caught perfectly, that's how it happens.